Okay, so all right, guys. So today, no fight.
No more fights.
I just want to clear the air on some things, right? And it has to do with Paolo Fano, and I saw the press release of
the artists group,
our elders from Tampa, and my name was mentioned. All right, so first of all, I won't want to say me Agalagan Paro, so that's why I didn't want to say anything. I saw his video where he said he called me and I was kind of rude to him. I wasn't rude to him. The only thing that he said when he called me was he wants me not to reply Yomi Fabi. And I said no, I will reply Yomi Fabi. If he says anything wrong, that I would reply him. I shouldn't be the one keeping quiet for Yomi Fabi because initially I didn't want to pick up a fight with him. But you can't come on social media and come to my WhatsApp, say something, come on social media and say something and expect me to keep quiet. And moreover, it's not about Yomi Fabi and it's not about me, it's about that young girl, that 14 years old girl. It has nothing to do. But I will not keep quiet for Yomi Fabi. And he said he doesn't want me to say anything again about Babajisha's case. And I said, sir, maybe that's what got him upset, or maybe in that way, you think maybe I sounded rude by saying, but daddy to buy Joe Moyinko, Shemanikin Daken. And he said, and he kept quiet for a while. And he now said, okay, mommy, you get me papa, and I went to mute. I kept quiet on the phone. And the phone went off, and I just left it there. So I was shocked when I said, you should get down from the boss or get. I don't even speak like that. I've never even said anything like that. That will never even cross my mind. And then he said I talked about not how well or not how far. I don't know where he got all that from. But me and him never had that kind of conversation. So I was so shocked when I saw that video, but I can't argue or fight with him. So Papa T, I feel offended by the way because I know the only thing Timoso, whatever I said was that Tobajo Moyinko, and the fact that he said I shouldn't say anything again, and I said no, I refused. So we are alone being, sir, Emma Bino. But I never caught the phone on you, and I never said, hey, step down, I never said that. No. So that's that. Then on the Tampa issue. Now, the reason why I kept mentioning Tampa and mentioning the group was because a lot of my elders, some of you called me and was like, carry your mommy, in Koti Baba Jesha Shiuda, carry our lenye, Nile Jadi Sita, Debita Jadi Sita, show Mowani, Kinekon, but carry your mommy. Some of you did that. And this same some of you went on location and was talking bad about me. Now, Emma Dabipe, Eminon Productions, and I have all my crew members scattered, Kakiri, the locations, and I have some people who have worked with me who are still loyal to me. Because I was never bad to any of my crew members until tomorrow. I'm never bad to them. So most times when they say anything on location about me, Oman pada go, Oman pada so for me. Labajaba is so by, Dubai is so by, and I'm like, oh really? Like a lot of people I did not even expect in the Yoruba industry said a lot of things, but when they see me, they say something else. And then behind my back, they say something else. And I heard, could a possible Kimbo Kinuma be me? So mo kuku everybody papo. You understand? And I stood alone. I said, yes, I was a member of Odunfa Caucus. Yes, I joined ANTP under Odunfa Caucus. Yes, I was a member of ANTP. But when ANTP broke off and they created Tampa, I never joined the association. I paid my dues because I have so much respect and love for my Oga, Alhaji Yinka Quadri, and Alhaji Abilanri. Because of both of them, I paid all the money I was asked to pay, but I never went for any meeting. Even though some of my colleagues tried to, convince me that the association has changed, now you have a voice, I was not interested and I just didn't join. Not for anything, but I just didn't want to, because I have my own reservations why I did not. Because I just felt I was just too blunt, and if I join and I want to speak, I probably might hurt a lot of people, maybe with the way I was going to deliver my own words, or view my own opinion or stuff. So I just didn't want to go through all that stress and drama, and I pulled back and I stayed on my own and did my own thing. But yes, same people who left ANTP are also the same people in Tampa, which is understandable. But if there's a problem with the way I'm supporting that 14-year-old girl and princess, and you people don't like it because you feel Baba Jesha is one of your own, Princess is also one of your own. That little girl is Princess' daughter. She also needs someone that would support her and have a voice for her. She's 14 years. She's not a member of ANTP. She's not a member of Tampa. She's a young girl, a 14-year-old girl that was in her own home when the incident happened. Not like she came on location. Because I heard some things that Papa said that I was like, really, So, at the end of the day, I stand with that girl because I can relate with her. And I don't care what anybody feels or think about, me standing with the girl. It was on that same set, on that same location, a lot of you were saying a lot of things. Even some young,
upcoming
I won't call
artists.
them colleagues, young Yoruba actors went on their page bashing me, releasing video, saying a whole lot of things. ANTP, Tampa was there. They would not say they did not see all these things. They saw it, right? And none of you called any one of them to order. They saw it. They're on location because he did something that I feel and I know is wrong to a minor. And I came out to say, my colleagues, you guys don't say anything, yes, though. I think this man is wrong, I think what Yomi Fabiyi wrote, I didn't like it because I felt it was a bit misleading, and allowing some of my colleagues, most especially the junior colleagues, react in a certain way that I felt at the end of the day, if we all now see the same video I saw, we'll understand that, we shouldn't have attacked people the way they were doing. And I just felt like, what? And Yomi felt like just because I condemned his write-up, I stepped on his ego or I subjected him to whatever cyberbullying, he could come at me and whatever. I didn't say anything. Now, this same Yomi Fabiyi said he's doing a movie called Iyabo Wabi. And a lot of Tampa went on that production, acted in a movie that he was trying to mock me with or pull me down with. I don't know what the storyline is all about. A lot of Tampa went there. And so you saying I don't have a right to vent on the association because it's just some certain few people. Maybe you're right, sir. Maybe I don't have a right to vent that way. But, like you said, we all have our reasons why we react and we all react differently. So that's my take on that. I do not have any intentions. I'm not fighting Tampa. I don't have a problem with Tampa. A lot of Tampa members are my friends, and colleagues. I might not belong to the association, but yes, I am a Yoruba actress. You understand? Yes, I do English movies too, but I can relate with everybody, even if I do not join the association. But I'm telling you where my own anger came from. You know, a lot of gossip goes on in that industry. Same people who will come to you and say, oh, thumbs up. The same people who go behind your back and say a lot of things about you. You know, so the tamper needs to start from the grassroots and address a lot of issues. I'm not the problem, yeah. And I have a right to say or view or air my opinion. You know, but at the same time, I don't know if you people feel I have offended you in any way. I'm sorry. And well, that's it on that part. And Yomi, Fabi, I saw your write-up and I really laughed, honestly. Morena and Gonyo, I don't understand your write-up. You said I used to be nice. So just because I chose and decided to stand with that young girl and princess, I am not nice anymore, Abi. But you are nice. You put my name on placard and said I will keep Baba Jesha if he comes out. I still need you to provide a footage or video where I opened my mouth and said I will keep Baba Jesha. You didn't do me no wrong, Abi. You're so right and so perfect, right? And then you said, I don't know what your write-up was all about, but excuse me, boy, I have peace. I have so much peace that you may not even understand. So whatever you write up and that my picture that you put on your pages, I don't know, maybe you need more followers, you need more, you know, I don't know what you want. You know, you told me that you're enjoying the publicity I gave you, you're enjoying everything you told me before, so I think you're still basking on that, you're basking on that, or, you know, is it basking or backside, correct? You know, I think you're still enjoying all the clouting and the chasing, you understand? Yo, me Fabi. Your matter is for another day. So that's it. And on my besties issue, well, my ex-besties issue. Shit happens. We just learn to forgive and move on, you know. So I'm not going to say much on that. I've decided to be mute on that and to just let her know that whatever it is you've done wrong to me, I forgive you. We might not be friends anymore, you know, but I forgive you. And that's gone. Life goes on. Priscilla is my best friend. Festus is my best friend. And I move on from there.
We move.
Okay, so what other area have I not touched? So that's it. The voice, whatever that was released, well, shit happens. You get angry. You say everything you want to say. Well, I'm an adult. I'm not a baby. Yeah. And I have a right to have a relationship. I have a right to do whatever I want to do, as long as I'm not offending the law or offending anybody in any way or in any form. And what else? Yes, I still stand with that girl. Because Baba Jesha finally was granted bail, it doesn't mean the case has ended. So all of you that you are rejoicing, I want to believe that Nigeria, like the court will never disappoint me. They will not. That girl cannot. It's not possible. She must get justice, you know, and definitely she will get justice. She's going to get justice, you know. So I don't hate Baba Jesha, but I hate what he did to that girl. And I stand with that girl, and I will continue to stand with that girl as a mother, as a woman. I will stand with her. All right, so what else? That's it. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right, love you all. Yeah, bye.
Iyabo, that was so short, you know. That was really, really short. And I guess, you know, she just wanted to come and clear her on the issue of our friend that, you know, everybody's talking about it, and she needed to come out and say something. So like you heard when, you know, nǹkan tó mú Iyabo wá ṣe eléyìí ni ẹ jẹ́ kí n fún yín ní fídíò yẹn. Àwọn ẹgbẹ́ Tampan if you know the Tampan Association of Actors, Yoruba Actors, they came out today and did a press conference, highlighting the problem that's going on within the society. If you remember that time, tí gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ṣẹlẹ̀, wọ́n accuse Iyabo Ojo, bàbá yẹn accuse Iyabo Ojo pé bàbá ọlọ́fà náà accuse Iyabo pé Iyabo wà rude sáwọn after tí àwọn pè táwọn ń bẹ̀ ní orí ọ̀rọ̀ bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà. Nǹkan tí wọ́n realize lórí ọ̀rọ̀ bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà yẹn is quite different, from what people think about. Bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà's case has nothing to do with Iyabo or Princess again. It's in court. So I think when Baba called, when the case had gone to the police, I think Baba called Iyabo and was pleading on Baba Ijesha's behalf. And she felt bad about it. So nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ tí Tampan tì ní lélẹ̀ tí Iyabo fi sọ̀rọ̀ rí. They had àwọn Tampan ṣé mo pé à ń bú àwọn Tampan láti jẹ́ pé ó jẹ́ káwọn náà tiẹ̀ jáde kán sọ̀rọ̀ lórí gbogbo ìranù tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní industry wọn. Look at àwọn wá jáde
lẹ́nu. We're building the industry. We never thought a time like this will come when those we trained will jettison the culture of respect. Our sector in the Nigerian motion picture industry is built on the Yoruba culture of respect and reverence.
Because they had this press conference today and she felt it was only all about her, and this is it.
We're building the industry. We never thought a time like this will come when those we trained will jettison the culture of respect. Our sector in the Nigerian motion picture industry is built on the Yoruba culture of respect and reverence for those ahead of us. And that has to be strictly adhered to because that is who we are. It is our desire that everyone continue to pursue their respective programs without necessarily blackmailing others, as we pray that we will not get into a situation where we are forced to take to legal means to defend our integrity. And for those who have said or thinking of saying to hell with the Yoruba actor of the Nigerian motion picture industry, please kindly take note that the entire Nollywood is one. Even as some of us here are active players across board. An offense against one association is an offense against others, as we will get other associations involved in tackling any further infringement on our rules and shared values. None of these infringements will ever go without repercussions. And for the purpose of clarity, the Tampan BOT and elders of the industry declare the following. 1. That we do not support any form of criminal behavior in whatever guise and can never be party to them. 2. That we, as an association, have stayed away from making comments on Lanre Omiyinka Baba Ijesha saga because we believe in the rule of law, due process, and the ability of the courts of the land to do justice in such a way that it will deem to have been done without necessarily being swayed by emotions or influenced by sympathies. That the views expressed by one of us, Olofano, is in no way representative of the opinion or position of the association, as he spoke in his personal capacity and not on behalf of Tampan. We, however, understand that tempers are bound to rise under certain circumstances, especially with the way he alleged Iyabo Ojo spoke to him on the phone. 4. The association does not condone immorality, neither is it the standard in our industry. If two consenting adults decide to have things in common, it does not mean that it is the standard practice for the association or our industry. There is nowhere it is stated as a rule of practice that a female actor must have sex with their male counterparts or seniors before she can grow in the industry. Those holding such opinion or notion are certainly doing that in error. The most important ingredients for growth are talents, proper training, and the ability to stay focused on what you want to achieve. It has become necessary to state the above due to current insinuations flying about town. We are not immoral, neither do we condone or promote such. That we condemn bitterly all malicious utterances from any person or persons, group or groups, blogs, and so on. That utterances from the likes of Iyabo, Nkechi, Blessing, and others are regarded as unfortunate words spoken by people who should know better, as they have benefited immensely from what the association and industry stands for. That individual characters and attitudes should not be a parameter to measure the performance or ability of the association, or even rubbish the association. The association can only lay down rules as to how members and practitioners should comport and conduct themselves in public, and if such rules are disregarded, necessary punitive measures will be taken. That we stand firm to say that misconduct of thespians should not be taken to be misconduct of the association. That we frown at the rush to social media platforms to vent anger against slightest provocation or perceived provocation by members and practitioners, as it has variously brought the industry and our great association into public ridicule. We say enough of using the social media to fight each other, as the association has mechanisms for dispute settlement without partnership, without partisanship or any kind. The practice will not be tolerated elsewhere. We, however, pledge that as an association, we shall continue to push the frontiers of our industry to the enviable height we are determined to attain, and nothing, even the distraction of a few delinquents shall make us lose focus. We have put several measures in place that will sanitize our practice, instill discipline, and make the industry more friendly and profitable to all practitioners. We are using this opportunity to call on all members and practitioners to ignore the misdemeanors of a few in our midst and keep their heads high as we daily move towards our goal. We hereby pledge that as leaders, we shall do everything within our powers to ensure every member and practitioner is protected from undue molestation and unjust criminal blackmail. Thank you all for your presence, attention, and support at all times.
Today they had the meeting. It was a press conference, to address the whole issue of Baba Ijesha's case, because if you remember, Baba Olofano, when they went to court, he spoke carelessly about practitioners having fun and they see it as nothing, no big deal about it. Olofano, when he said that, it was the wrong place. You say certain things at the wrong place. You might say you can say something, the right thing, at the wrong place. That was exactly what happened. It meant that it's no big deal when you talk about having sex within yourselves in the industry, because it's just no big deal. You understand? Like, we know they do it. Do you understand? they've been accused, there have been accusation in the past about those ones, in the big ones, wanting to have sex with them before giving them roles. The male trying as much as possible to have sex with them before giving them roles. So we've heard about that a long time. That's no big deal. We know about it. So when Baba Olofano went to court, in solidarity for Baba Ijesha's case, the interviewers were asking him, and he said it carelessly, like, look, I don't know what they're talking about. They're saying sex. What is sex? We do it every time. All these people, don't you do it? In this industry, there is none of them. All the ladies that will say they have not done it before, you understand, before they go to limelight. And I think the association took that very seriously. Like, how do you say that outside? You're giving the impression that, sex is as common within ourselves there. And that was why they had this meeting. Iyabo Ojo, Baba said he called Iyabo Ojo when that case was on, and Iyabo Ojo said, Baba, ball in bed. That means, Baba, leave that story, please. If it is your child, would you like her to be molested? You understand? We all knew how Iyabo Ojo took, this matter as a mother. And when I did that program too, you could see my own emotions about it too. The case is in court, so I'm not going to discuss Baba Ijesha's case. Is in court. And when the case is in court, you don't talk about it on social media. So anybody that's talking about it, they're just blabbing. You're not supposed to say anything like that, on social media when it's in court. So the case is in court. So when that case came up, you see that everybody, the emotion was so high, especially when we saw the video, and everybody spoke in different ways. And you could see the way Iyabo took it up that time. She was so emotional about it. She was saying she was going to sell her house, she was this, she was that. I think she got into the wrong book of people about that, she overdid it. And they felt that, was she the only actress out there? Could she not have allowed any other person to speak? And, bargain from left, right, center. And then she had problem with Yomi Fabi, her own Baba Onidi, Yomi Fabi, she had problem with Yomi Fabi because Yomi Fabi felt Baba Ijesha too had human rights to say his own part of the thing. We don't know who's like maybe Chris Reneke. Baba Ijesha too, had his human rights, and he was not supposed to be kept in the police station for longer than 48 hours. And that was why he came out, not because he supported what Baba Ijesha did. Molestation is molestation, raping is raping, whatever is in court now anyways. But Yomi said he came out because he wanted justice to prevail in anybody. Justice on the poor girl, justice on Baba Ijesha. So that was his own aim of having that, as he said. And between himself and Baba Ijesha, there was problem. Between herself, Iyabo Ojo, and Yomi, there were problems. Verbal altercations and all that, and it went on for a long time. And you could see that Iyabo said, Baba Ijesha, don't forget to translate in Yoruba to any Todukpe Abode. Take your time. I've been speaking Yoruba since morning. Did I not try? Take your time. So Baba Ijesha, that everything has been going on, and so on Baba Ijesha's case, they went to court, and then it was granted bail, and they all came out jubilating. The case is still in court. You understand? It's still in court, and I started to wonder why people were jubilating. But they were jubilating that they could see him, alive, not dead. Bravo to them, but you don't jubilate over a case that's still in court. He's still going to face his trial. There's going to be trial upon trial, so there's no point jubilating. And that's why Iyabo came out today to say, look, you're jubilating, and you could see even on social media people making jest of Iyabo Ojo. And with what we did today, like we talked about Iyabo Ojo's failed relationship with Dino Melaye today, and then people now brought it back to Iyabo Ojo's action on the rape saga, and they were saying Ọlọ́run ló mú Iyabo, Ọlọ́run ló mú Iyabo because he was doing this or doing that. They jubilated because of Iyabo Ojo. You said that Joseph Obe. I know they jubilated because of Iyabo, but you understand, you don't jubilate over a case that's still in court. There's no winner, there's no loser at this point in time. all people should do is just to pray for Baba Ijesha. If you are a supporter that, is jail terms or is not going to be jailed, whatever, should be minimal. You understand? Because if he's found guilty, they will surely, do the right thing. The case, the courts will judge the case. I'm not a judge. I don't know anything about law, like I said. I'm just a girl sitting behind the camera and typing something and speaking. So, Iyabo now, I think Baba Olofano felt offended when he called Iyabo. He said he called Iyabo and Iyabo insulted him. And that was why he came out to talk about it. And this thing has been going on, for Christ's sake. We've been talking about Tampan, the Association of Actors. What are they doing? Yourself, myself, we've all been talking about them, bashing them, that you're just sitting down. You have elders in that industry. What are you guys doing? You're just sitting down there and these people are just talking, fighting, and you're not doing anything about it. So I think they took it upon themselves today to come out and speak on that matter. And that was what I played for you. They had a press conference to condemn the acts of indecency within themselves. They condemned the acts that Baba Olofano said that, we all do we all have sex. Sex is no big deal, They felt that was uncalled for, and so they needed to address it, and which they did at the right time. I'll tell you, they did at the right time. Baba Olofano has come out to apologize on behalf of women for him speaking like that, and I think he realized it after the interview, and he came out to apologize to everybody about what he said, that it's no big deal, Dido is no big deal and all that. They felt an elderly man shouldn't speak like that out there. So he's done his own part. Fine, bravo to Baba Olofano. We love you, Baba. No matter what you have said, you're an elderly man, and I think everybody forgives Baba. Baba was really right. Dido is no big deal in that industry. Woman do but when Shomodi don't do, Agbalagba don't do, Didulubu when it comes to that industry. But when it comes to that industry that we are saying Didulubu, when it consents, is a consensual, is a mutual thing, You don't say, they are not forced to do it. So that was why they came out. I think they did the right thing by coming out at the right time to speak about it. You understand? Because we have been looking at them, that where are the elders in this industry? Where are they? Nobody is coming out. What is wrong with you? You all have problems. You can fight within yourselves. You don't bring it on social media. You could see Nkechi Blessing saying nobody has the right to suspend her. Come on, who the hell are you? You're just an actress. And if you're under an umbrella, no matter who you are, once you're under an umbrella, you abide by their rules and regulations. And that rules and regulations should be put in place by these elders. I'm really glad they're coming out to do these things. And I'm telling you, I remember 1 year that time when Chief Kongo, that same Chief Kongo, went to grant an interview in NCA, LTV 8 then. That was years in the 1997, 98. Me want to hear him. He granted an interview and it was banned for years. That it was not allowed to participate in any production. So if they start doing that to them, I think they will just caution themselves. It's not all about them. You have problems, you can solve it within yourselves in the house, without bringing it to the social media. Because a lot of people are looking up to you. You are looking up to you as our actors, as our, role models, and we don't want to be seeing you getting angry, coming out to abuse yourselves and all that. Yomi has come out, he wrote, his episode and said, Iyabo Ojo, I hope you have peace. Let's forget about it. And that was what Iyabo, relayed there when she spoke, that I don't know what you are talking about. You did a movie and you called it Oko Iyabo. So you were mocking me. According to her, Yomi was mocking her. She felt mocked about that. And she accused the elders too, that, they were on that production. They took part in that production where she was being mocked. And, she felt bad that they are not doing well in that aspect. So I am happy that the elders have come out. All we are saying to them is that they have to regulate that industry. Kosibiti Sheusi, let's be sincere, there's no way that we have not seen all these things going on. Every profession has their own hazards, and part of the hazards of that profession is that we sleep with ourselves, isn't it? Part of the hazards. Professional hazard. So, so anything that they are doing, they should just try and regulate that profession. Bring that profession back to the place where it used to be. When I joined them there years back, it was a good profession. People were still looking at them that, they were ashawo, they were calling them names. But it wasn't as bad as this. Now it is so bad that nobody respects them again. And that was why we were playing, when we were talking about Iyabo Ojo having an affair with Dino Melaye. You could see angers on, like people were saying, yes, that's what all of them do. Gbogbo wọn aṣẹ́wó ni wọ́n, MC Olúọmọ ń fẹ́ lè, MC Olúọmọ ń fẹ́ tọ̀hún. They are all going out because of money, and they'll be dating one man will be dating 5-10 of them within the industry, and nobody gives a damn. Anyway, that is their own personal life. The association has no right to their personal lives. Okay, freedom of association ni a máa ń pè, freedom to life la máa ń pè. They have freedom to do anything because individual, like Iyabo said, freedom to doko. She's a single mother, and she will definitely have a relationship. She will need a relationship to move on in life. Life doesn't mean that because you're not married, life should end for you, or because you are a single mother, you don't have life to enjoy yourself. You understand? She has life. She's allowed to date any man. She's allowed to date. You understand? So it depends on the relationship. It can work and it might not work. That does not make her an ashawo. Do you understand? Having an affair with Dino Melaye does not make her an ashawo. And I'll tell you something. Iyabo has done well for herself. If her pussy can give her a rich man like, I just want to be a little bit raw. If her pussy can give her a rich man like Dino Melaye, why calling her ashawo? You understand? If her pussy can give her that, card to open a new brand new house, sorry, and you still call her ashawo, I don't know. She's an individual. She's a matured woman who needs love. Everybody needs love. Everybody wants Adiovi. We all pray to have Adiovi. And if you were there the other time, if you've not watched my program the other time, go and watch it. We talked about it when she said, whenever Dino meets any person, he promises them marriage. So if Dino had promised her marriage and it didn't work, you don't blame Iyabo for that. All women, we go into relationship thinking it's going to work. If it didn't work, then it did not work. It's not anybody's fault. It could be the man's fault. It could be the woman's fault. So looking at her that she dated Dino, I don't expect Iyabo to date somebody lesser than that anyway. So Olumide Ibrahim Adenuga, you said professional hazard. That's the point for me to take home. Yes, so do is professional hazard. So, and then when you're saying they are having sex within themselves, I'll tell you something. It's not impossible because, like I said, I've been there before. You go on location, you are there. When we were doing it, we could be on location for 2 weeks that will not go home. It's not like now that, everything is becoming faster, and because they will say you want to take one take, you can take one take for 20 times and cut, and then you could be on location for days and it's not time for your own role, that you're not going to go on set for over a week. You could be there and you'll be there for a week and nothing has come to you, and then you are trying as much as possible to be a star, so you want to stay on the location no matter what. And then for the ladies, believe me, most of these ladies give themselves down for these men to sleep with them. I'm telling you, because as a young person that's just in the industry, as a young girl getting into the industry, you want fame. So in whichever way you want to get the fame, you want to try as much as possible to impress everybody. Directors will come to you. You want to sleep with them to get that role. You don't mind. Light man will make love to you because you think it can help you to talk to director. Marketers will sleep with you because you think the marketer will always use you at every time. If he has any job, he will call you. Your even mates that you are there want to sleep with you because it was convenient for you guys when you were there. Professional hazard. You were there and you people anything can happen. So when it comes to that, I will not say Baba Olefano was lying. He was saying the truth. Everyone will have gone through that in that industry. You know, it was just part of that was part of it, and I think it's still part of it. It's normal. Is the norm in the industry. I will tell you the truth. They will come out to defend the industry. They will defend the association because what they were saying, if you hear what they said, was that sleeping with each other is not part of the constitution. Who is saying it's part of the constitution? It's not part of the constitution. Nobody puts that in the constitution that we have to do our. No, you don't put that in the constitution. What is in the constitution has to do with the association and how to move the association forward. What you do, the consequences of what you do when you go out of laid down rules, but they don't tell you that you can't sleep with each other. No, it's not business. That's not their business. Everybody can do their own in that industry. It's a mutual thing. It's a consensual thing. Just like any other adults, even in my own industry that where I'm working, if I see any man that I like and I want to cheat on my husband, I can cheat on my husband. That does not mean my association has to do anything about it. It doesn't have to do with it. What is the business of my professional body about me sleeping with another person? What is their own business? Is that part of them to look at me? You know, understand? So it's not about that. So they have no right to determine who you sleep with. So professional body to guide, but what your professional body is, it's about your ethics, your professional ethics. It doesn't have to do with your sleeping or fucking ethics. You know, sorry to use that word. So it's not part of their job. So they have no right to tell anybody not to sleep with anybody. If you, as an individual, a grown-up lady, can give yourself out for a man to sleep with you because you want role, it is your fault, not anybody's fault. Because these girls really want that role, so they will do anything to get the roles. Believe me. They don't mind at that time, but later when they become big, they will now start saying, they sleep with them, they do this. It doesn't really matter to them. Honestly, they wanted it. That was why they got it, because they will voluntarily, it's a voluntary thing they will do. They just bring out their body, and you don't blame those people too. Please yourself, don't please people. Yes, of course. If Iyabo feels her happiness is in enjoying herself, what are you talking about? She's single, for Christ's sake. She's single and she's entitled to happiness. We are all entitled to our own happiness. People should not see Iyabo as a wayward person because our audio leaked out with a boyfriend, the boyfriend that promised marriage, that is promising everybody marriage. So instead of us to blame Iyabo, let's look beyond that thing and see the broader picture of why she's in that position. She's vulnerable. Believe me, she is vulnerable at this point. If you see the way she came out, you see that she's full of disappointment. She's full of frustration. She's full of anger, but she took it up. You know, she held it into her stomach, and you could see that in her. But you could see the disappointment in her, and that's how people go into depression. I just pray that she finds peace, like Yomi Fabiye wrote out there. I pray she finds peace, because she's really, 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 I could imagine. And for a friend that leaked the audio, I know the friend too felt bad because Iyabo went online to talk about her. I'm sure wherever she is, Omo British will feel bad herself. Omaniko say your mother, there's nobody you can trust. But believe me, there are still friends that you can trust. I have friends that I trust so much that I know they cannot do anything. I have friends, believe me, I've got friends. But I know there are people that you cannot trust. You cannot just trust them. Wherever that girl is, Omo British, wherever you are, I know you'll feel bad about this. You'll definitely feel bad, because I know when Judas betrayed Jesus, I knew how he felt. You know, I knew how he felt. So it's one of those things. So don't look at yourself as a betrayer. Look at it as just a learning point for you, that you've met a friend, you've messed up with a friend, or a friend has messed up with you. And instead of you to hold it up and find a way of resolving the issue, you went out to speak about your friend, to leak your friend's secrets to another person. You understand? So what this has taught us, there's no friend. Make your children your best friend. Iyabo, thank you. You said first, please. I don't know his son's, our son's name, and Priscilla are your friends. Please, we that we are watching, we are all learning. We can't be catching crews like somebody said. It's funny. It's so funny that we are seeing audios flying left, right, center, and all that. But it can happen to you. It can happen to me. It can happen to anybody. There's nobody to trust as friends. If you need somebody to talk to, get into that your wall, the side of your wall, and speak out to your wall, and tell the wall everything you're going through. Do not trust anybody. Shadow can deceive you. Festus, yes, our son Festus. So so it's not about Iyabo today. It's about friendship that we talked about, and thank God the industry elders have come out to handle this case, and I hope they handle it well. There should be cautions for all these things they do. You don't just come on here as the association itself. When they have problem, you just be talking to yourselves on online. That doesn't make sense at all. I don't see it as making sense. You said, Bumi Adetogo, you said, why not intervene on Baba Ijesha Shizu before getting to this level? Why now on Baba Olo Finance comment? I understand your point that, they didn't come out on time. It's better late than never. They have come out, you understand. If they never did, that would be what we'll be talking about. They have come out. Let's give it to them. At least they are starting to. So it could be that, all along they've just been taking things just like that, but now they know that they have to do something about it, because it's now becoming a national disgrace, international disgrace to them. So they needed somebody, they needed to come out and speak, and thank God they've done that. Everybody that's come to watch me, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I pray that our Nigerian movie industry will be back to where it used to be. Forget about the will continue, because we are not afraid this time. All this, even we are blaming the men. We are talking about Dino Melaye, dating 2, 3 of them, 4 of them, somebody having a child for him, and he's still dating. Another person, leave Iyabo matter. After Iyabo, Shebunwani is dating Omoboti. Another person will still take him from Omoboti. You understand? It's always like that. It's a vicious circle, and it goes on and on and on like that. That's the way the industry is, and that is the way the society is in Nigeria now, that all these girls, they want just anything for money. It's just the economy, what it has turned us to. The society that we worship money so much that we don't even care where the money is coming from. We just worship the money. So if you're rich, it is when you're rich we know you. It is when you're rich that people will know you. People in the industry, MRE, the older ones, they worship the younger ones that have the money. That's why they couldn't talk before. You understand? So it's a shame. It's a shame that that's what the society is all about. It's a shame that that is what the economy has turned our ladies into, that we don't even care to go out with a man in as much as the man's got money. Now we do threesome, foursome. When we were growing up in the university, we never had foursome, threesome. I never heard that until we got to this stage in life that we hear threesome. It's so sad that things like that are happening, and what can we do? Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Ajoke, and you're watching Prevailing Issues with Ajoke. We do it every Saturday at 4 o'clock. If you have any product or products and services you want us to advertise for you on this program, please give us a call. Every time we do a K, when we see another AK that is spicy, I just put the video on. Somebody accused me that I'm not coming up, often, like daily in the evenings. I do 9 to 5 job, and once I close, even though we're still working from home, once I close, I've got jobs at home. I'm a married woman, and I've got children to look after. And aside from that, you've been on the computer from morning till 5 o'clock, and then your head is still not having that peace, and you still, want to put on the camera. I do appreciate people that are doing it. Maybe they, people that you see every day on the internet is because they are selling their products. Most of them, you find out that they are selling as they are doing it. They are in their shops, or they are, they are, flexible. They have their own job. If I am not having any job, I could do that. But unfortunately, I am not, self-employed. I'm working for a jobber, so I cannot do it. And in the evenings I want to try and do it, but I wouldn't be able to. It's not easy. So that person that came to me and was saying, you are not serious, you are just all the time you tell us you are coming, you are not coming. It's not as easy as that. I do appreciate people that wants me to come out to do a key, but it's not something that I could be doing. But anytime I have time like this, weekends, oh hooray, I can do it on weekends, believe me. My girls are big, but sometimes they still need me, and I still talk to them. But weekends, my daddy will give me chance to talk, and we do it. But mostly in the evenings, it's a bit tight. But if anything that that needs urgent, like I want to do a kia one, I can do it. Yes, somebody said, please look after your best friend. That means your children. You're right. Your children should be your best friend. Your children should be your best friend. Do not trust anybody. We are all learning. You could see a friend that trusted a friend sent her boyfriend's notes to her, and then the best friend that has another friend, your boo will get a boo. Honestly, believe me, your boo gets another boo. That's the truth. Don't believe that she's mine and she cannot tell anybody anything I tell her. No. And the issue of people using phone when somebody calls you, and the next thing is to put it on speaker for third party to listen to it, is not fair. Along with fair. Don't be doing that. We do it sometimes. You can do it unconsciously, but just learn to do things right. It's not right. You don't know what that person wants to talk to you about. Once they call you, just put it on speaker, and everybody in that gathering will hear you, or your partner will hear you. It's not everything my partner should know about my friend. If my friend calls me sometimes, that doesn't mean she wants my husband to know what she wants to talk to me about. So I don't need to put it on speaker. I'm talking to everybody that does that, because most people will do it unconsciously. It is not good. Don't be putting your phone on speaker when somebody calls you. First thing is just put it on speaker. Bam! That is not fair. On this note, Ajoke is signing off. And if I see any AK, I might not show my face again because it's so tiring. I can show the AK directly to you. Bam, like this. Bam, bam, bam. If you've got any product, services that you want us to shout out for here, birthday shout out, give me a shout. Tomorrow is going to be about my sister's birthday. Her birthday was yesterday, but we are going to be talking about it tomorrow. How wonderful she is. Daily Sonny, my admin. She's so cute, you won't believe her age. But I will disclose her age to you people tomorrow. Meet me tomorrow for the giveaway. You could say our best caller. If I tell you who the best caller is, if you can tell me who my best caller is, I will give you something today. If you are my follower and you know my best caller, tell me tomorrow. Tomorrow 4 o'clock, we're going to do a program, and I want you to tell me who that my best caller is. If you know him, he's a him. He's always calling. He's my best caller. If you can tell me, he has said he's going to support this program to do giveaway tomorrow. So, but the giveaway is for only Nigerians, people residing in Nigerians. In Nigeria, people residing in Nigeria are the ones we're going to give the giveaway to. So he's going to support us. He's such a lovely person, and maybe tomorrow, Steph, we can bring him on camera tomorrow if he wants to. I suggest they should associate with love and respect each other. I mean, they should be a better role model. You're written a lot to dollar pad Daniel. It's too much. I mean, they should be a better role model to our kids that watch the movie. I remember Baba Lere Paimo, Iyaweru, Mama Rainbow, Ishapumi, Baba Suwedele Odule. You know, there are some that are special in them. They put smile on you when you watch them. You will laugh, and definitely you won't end the movie without achieving in those days. But now, those actors and actresses mess up everything. No respect among them. Abusive words on social media. I believe they can make some changes because we still love them. Thank you so much, Dollard. We appreciate your contribution. It's true. So tomorrow, if you're in Nigeria resident, and giveaway just stipends to you for sharing our program, for always coming on, because we know you buy data. We can do giveaway to you for you tomorrow. Join us at 4 o'clock. I'll be celebrating my sister tomorrow, my admin Dele Sonny, and I'll tell you her age tomorrow. She'll tell me not to. She's my egbon, but I will let you know. I will do the amebo. That's the only problem I have. Amebo. My mouth cannot close for once. I will let you know. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a lovely weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Please don't drink too much. Don't do that a bit too much. Do it gently, okay? Do it with style. Do it with style. Do it with style. Today's program has been successful because of you. I thank you so much. Love you all. Thank you for watching, and keep loving. No hatred. No hate zone. No hate zone. Keep loving. Thank you so much. Have a lovely. Felice in me. You came late, Jari. Hi, Ojoro for you people who know Iyabo, you have money. Support the program so that we give people that needs money. Support us so that we can give people that needs the money in Nigeria. They need our support. I do tell you every time. They need our support. So, oju easy. You understand? We love you. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching me. Your host is still Ajoke. Beautiful Ajoke, inside out. Beautiful. This is the way I am inside, though. Very beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Love you all, and enjoy the rest of your night. I love you. Have a lovely night. Bye.